Hello everyone. This video is going to be a little bit about the moving process here in South Korea because, compared to New Zealand, the moving process is much different here in South Korea. So, uh, where should I begin? So, most expats who come to Korea are either coming as English teachers or as part of the army. Normally, when you come as an English teacher, a place will normally provide your house for you, right? Like my first two places provided my house for me. The school I currently work for, they give a housing stipend or stipend. I don't know how to say that word, but like housing allowance, right? So they will give you X amount of money each month, and that goes towards paying your rent for the month. Also, rent is paid monthly here, which was like another thing to get my head around. So, like, instead of paying like a lesser amount but weekly, I pay a bigger amount, but it's only once a month. Which I guess I kind of prefer that in a way because then I don't forget to transfer money each week or every 2 weeks. And pay is also done monthly over here. So, as I was saying, most people, when they first come here, they work for a place that provides housing for them, right? In that case, you would normally have to pay like utilities, internet, phone, like your own phone contract. Those are the things you pay for, right? You don't pay the rent itself. But my current place obviously doesn't provide the housing. I got my own housing. So, when getting housing in South Korea, obviously you have to think about the area that you want to move to, which I moved. This place is like a 30-minute walk from my work and like 5 minutes on the bus, so it's convenient. But getting your own place over here can be very fucking expensive because over here there is this thing called key money. So key money is basically a big deposit that you pay before you move in, but you get it back once you move out. So for this place, for example, it was 10 million key money, right? 10 million won for the key money, which when I first found this place, right, discussed details, all of that, to sign the contract, you pay a portion of that key money, and that comes off the total remaining. So when I signed the contract, I paid 1 million won. So that means that I still had 9 million won that I needed to pay. So the remainder of the key money, so the 9 million won, is paid on the moving day. So the day that I move in, I have to pay the remainder of that money. Now, in the case of tomorrow, because I move tomorrow, as you can see, my stuff has been taken off the walls. Just ignore the damage to the wallpaper, okay? In the case of tomorrow, I found a place. I viewed the place. I talked with the real estate agent. Well, actually, no, my friend talked with the real estate agent. And we came to an agreement with the owner of the place, because normally people here find places really fucking last minute. Like, I was messaging places like May, June-ish, like 2-3 months before I have to move out of here, and they were like, it's too early. And I was thinking, what the fuck do you mean it's too early? Like, I'm counting down the days till I have to move at this point. Like, it's like 2-3 months out, and you're telling me it's too early. But that's just like something to be aware of if you move to South Korea, is that people do housing very last minute here. And if you are a foreigner, you have to be able to register your address, because quite a lot of officetels here, they are registered as businesses, not registered as like a place to live. But the way Koreans get around that is they will move into these office towers where they can't register their address, but they will have their address registered as their parents' address. Which, I mean, as a foreigner, I can't fucking do that. My parents are in New Zealand. Like, it's very annoying. But that's another, I guess, boundary to finding a place here is the time constraint and being able to register the address. So, I found a place. As I said, I talked to the real estate agent. I decided, I decided kind of like then, like, okay, I will take the place. So we went to the real estate agent's office, met the manager of the property. I had to pay a portion of the key money. So the key money is 10 million won, all up. So what I paid to be able to sign is I actually paid 2 million won. So I paid the 2 million won. We signed all the papers. It's good. Moving day is tomorrow, right? But I still have the remainder that I have to pay. So what happens with the key money is, thankfully, I have enough like in reserve to be able to not have to wait for the key money from this place to pay the next one. What I need to do tomorrow is I will send the rest of the money to the person who owns the place. And they will basically send me the things like the code for the door, things like that. And I can start moving in tomorrow, right? But I then have to get the key money back from this place. So things are going to be a little bit tight because I mean, I haven't heard from them today, but I have hired a moving company who will come and pack your stuff. So they will put all your stuff in boxes, put it on the truck, transport it, unload it, right? That's the kind of company I hired to help me move, because last time I moved, I only hired the truck and the guy to move the stuff, right? No packing, unpacking stuff. No hiring boxes. And that was quite an experience because I had COVID at the time. So I had to pack, move, unpack, all while having COVID. So this time I was like, nope, hiring a company that's going to pack all my stuff for me, put it in the truck, move it, and put the stuff in my new apartment. So, how things will work with the whole process is, as I said, tomorrow morning, send the money to the new place. Movers here will show up at about 9 a.m. They will start packing the stuff, maybe 1 or 2 loads to take it to the new place. Once this place is empty, I then have to contact the property leaser or the real estate agent for this place. And she has to come view the place. And then, hopefully, I will get my key money back. If there are things like damage or like cleaning fees, stuff like that, or like maintenance for next month, then that will probably be when like I'll get sent an invoice, or there will be some agreement to like that will get deducted out of the total key money that gets returned to me. So I am nervous because I fucking hate moving, but that's kind of how the moving process works over here. It's pain in the ass, and I understand why a lot of Koreans live with their parents for like quite a long time over here. Like, you find people in their 30s who are like still living at home. No judgment, honestly. Like, I lived with my parents until I moved over to South Korea, right? But it's a case of like the key money system here makes it very difficult for people to actually move out of home, because they have to have like the 5,000, 10,000 to like the 5 million to 10 million won to be able to actually get a place, right? And don't even get me started on like people buying places over here, because that's like a whole other fucking thing. but like being able to actually have that amount of money to, like, I guess, pay the key money, it's very difficult. So I'm thankful I'm in a position where I'm making decent enough money to be able to pay the key money. But yeah, it's quite a process. But moving day tomorrow. I don't think there's much I have to do yet. I guess the only like the bigger things that I've done is take all of my stuff off the walls, and I did a deep clean of the bathroom. Tomorrow, once everything's out of here, I will have to do a quick like wipe down all the surfaces, quick vacuum, all of that, just so the place like looks nice. But yeah, I'm nervous. I hate moving. I hate moving so much. But fingers crossed the process goes well and it goes smoothly, because I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to move again. But yeah, so fingers crossed it goes smoothly. Okay, so the guy just came, the moving guy just came, and he's like, "Oh, you have a lot of things," and I'm thinking like, thinking like, "Oh, please don't tell me that this is gonna cost me a lot." I mean, it's probably gonna cost me a bit, but I'm worried. I'm worried that I'm gonna end up paying a lot more. I mean, I have the amount they quoted me. They said if there's extra, it will cost me extra, but oh, fingers crossed. So I've got all of this. This door's open. Got my bathroom stuff. Got all the stuff in the fridge. Hello. Got my bed. Got all the stuff in here, which is like my clothes, suitcase, everything. And I got my sofa and my bookcase. So hopefully this isn't gonna cost me too much. But yeah. It's about, what time is it? It's 8:49. So my place is completely empty now. It's very echoey. I am going to have to pay for the damage on the wallpaper and potentially some damage near the sink, which I didn't do, but it wasn't noted when I first moved in, so I will probably have to pay for it, sadly. But it will come out of my full key money thing. But it's empty. It's so empty. It's so weird. Wow. Yeah, you can see the damage on the wall there. I will have to pay for that, but it's not too expensive, thankfully. It's so weird seeing it empty. Also, with packing, moving, all of that, it's taken about 3.5 hours for 2 people to pack up all my stuff, put it in the truck. So stay tuned. Okay, so the moving people just went. It ended up costing me $860 all up. So that's $360 extra than what I was quoted, but that's because they needed to use a second truck and they actually helped me a bit with unpacking. But I'm so fucking tired. It is about 4 p.m. We started at 9 a.m. We got here at about 1 p.m.-ish, about 1:30-ish. We had lunch. The guy was so nice. He actually shouted all of us lunch. So it was me, the other guy, and then the guy who I was mainly communicating with. And yeah, so he shouted us to lunch at a place nearby, which was very nice of him. The actual moving everything up and unpacking was about 2-ish hours, 1.5-ish hours. Yeah, because it's just before 4 and we just finished, but I have a lot that I need to unpack still, a lot I have to organize, but it's done. I'm in my new place. I got my deposit back. I paid these guys. There's a lot of stuff I have to buy off Coupang, like a closet for one. I am gonna put a closet there because currently that's all my clothes on my bed. So all of that is going to get shoved in there, and I am going to order a closet thing to assemble tomorrow, as well as I'm going to buy a collapsible bathtub because I finally have like kind of enough room. I need to buy a like storage cabinet thing for my microwave and other things to go on. There's actually not a lot I need to buy. It's just a case of actually organizing things, but I have 3 rooms. This is room number 1. This is room number 2, where the aircon is. This is like the sofa lounge area. I have a veranda, which is, I've never had a veranda for before. That's where the how do I say it? The laundry is gonna go. And then there's the bedroom, which my bed is there under everything, but my clothes are also all on top. So yeah, I need to find clothes for tomorrow, and yeah. I'll figure the rest out, and I need to contact my landlord and be like, hey, first, where do I put trash? Second, where do I put recycling? And third, where do I put food trash? And can I actually put things on the wall? But at the moment, I'm just waiting for the internet guy to show up. We found the modem. That's important. We had to find the modem because I had to bring it from my old place to here. But yeah, I'm fucking exhausted. Okay, so I am in my new place now, as you can see. New kitchen behind me. So the moving process went well. I already paid a $200 deposit to, I guess, like book the moving. It was then I was quoted $300, but it ended up costing more because they needed to use 2 moving trucks because I have big furniture. Well, some big furniture. So it ended up costing a further $660, so $860 all up for them to pack my stuff, load it in the trucks, move it, unload it, and the guy was actually helping me unpack a lot of stuff as well. And they reassembled my furniture that they disassembled, like my bed. Highly recommend, if you are moving in Korea, spend the money to pay for movers who will pack your stuff for you. Like, highly worth it. The person that I went through, he was so nice. He spoke like a tiny bit of English, so we mainly communicated through like Papago. But so it took like 4-ish hours to get loaded on that side, and then to make our way here. We got here at like 1:20-ish, because I'm not actually moving that far. I'm moving like 15 minutes away. But then when we got here, the guy was like, I'ma treat us to lunch. So we went to a place nearby. It wasn't that great, but we went to a place nearby. It was Korean buffet. We had dinner. No, we had lunch. I'm thinking of dinner because I'm fucking hungry. We had lunch. We came back. We started unloading everything, unpacking things, taking the blue like wrapping stuff off everything. And it's a case of like I would be in a room and he would just walk in and kind of like gesture. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll unpack all of it now. I still have a lot of bags of stuff, but the main things that had to be unpacked was stuff that was in the crates. So that was things like my books, my plants. It was mainly just like heavy stuff that was in there, but it went well. I'm in the new place, and I got my deposit back for the other place, minus like $350 because I damaged the wallpaper. Actually, no, my ex damaged the wallpaper as well, so it's not just me, but there was some wallpaper damage, and there was some damage like in the kitchen, like near the sink. There was like the wood was like bloating because of water, which, I mean, I have proof that it was there for a while, but it was not noted on the notes when I moved in. So, but when I came here, the moving guy, he like walked around and was telling me like to take pictures of things, just so I know that there's pictures of like any like ripped wallpaper, if there's like tiny specks of mold, which there is in the veranda, but it's in the veranda, it's quite far from the bedroom, so it's not too big of an issue. And for some fucking reason, there's like big giant strips of tape, like from like the baseboard up the wall a little bit, and he was like walking around being like, why the fuck is there so much tape? And I was thinking, hey, I'm thinking the same thing. But yeah, I like my new place. It's gonna take me a hot fucking minute to I guess like unpack everything, but yeah. Plus, I ordered some furniture because I don't have a fucking closet. So I had to order a metal closet thing, which should arrive tomorrow. And I ordered a shelf thing for the kitchen that I can put appliances on and just like extra stuff. I ordered a couple like organizers for the bathroom because there is not as much counter space in this bathroom compared to my last place. In my last place there was like a big like counter, and there was like I guess like places to store stuff. I also bought a sliding organizer for like all my cleaning products because I'm going to store it in the bathroom rather than the kitchen this time, because the kitchen storage I would say is like a little less than my last place. Like I have a cupboard at the end, but like I can't put anything in it because that's where the modem is, because this place does come with internet, but I have my own internet contract, so I just bought my internet with me. Otherwise I would have to pay to break the contract. But that cupboard has like the, how would I explain it, like the pipe going up for the extraction fan, because there's an induction cooker directly beneath it. So there's that. But yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm fucking exhausted. And I did manage to dig out clothes to wear because I have fucking work tomorrow. I have work tomorrow. Well, it's not like proper work, it's like a prep day. Just preparing before we go back for the next semester. But I mean, I'll have a 3-day weekend. But another thing you have to do here is you have to register your address at the community center, which is called a Juman Center over here. So once the internet guy was finished here, I walked my butt down to the Juman Center and I went and got my address registered and my key money registered. That is important. It's important to register your address. It's also important to register your key money, so that like if your landlord goes bankrupt or they refuse to pay you back at the end of your lease, the government can then step in and try to get your money back. Well, that's how it's been explained to me anyways, but yeah, I am very fucking tired. I have So much fucking unpacking to do. I might do a time lapse of that. Might not. I don't know. But yeah, got a lot of shit to do. So, but I am in my new place. Yeah. Okay, so this is the official apartment tour. This is my front door. So come here. There are cupboards for storage, more cupboards for storage, and then we have the bathroom. So it's kind of like old style. The shower thing is like kind of above the sink, but it has very good shower pressure and it doesn't really interfere so much. My washing machine's there. I have all my toiletries. I have my cleaning supplies. Toilets here. Let's keep going. Here, the bedroom. There's not really a lot else that can go in here except for the bed, the air purifier, and a fan. Yeah, I had to buy that fan because in my old place I had aircon, and the aircon like could reach from one room to the other. Here, that is not the case. But at night, I have the fan going and I close these sliding doors so all the air kind of stays in here. So now we have kitchen area. I had to build this out of like a kit from Coupang so I could put my microwave, my blenders, and my toaster and jug. Then we have the fridge. It's a pretty decent size actually. Kitchen, ignore, I didn't do dishes yesterday. I was out all day. We have the cooktop. If I open this, it turns the extraction fan on, which is good. A nice big sink with a little splash protector here. Have a little table here that pulls out, which is helpful. All my other kitchen stuff. Here we have the lounge. Ignore because it's a little bit messy right now because I bought motorcycle gear yesterday. So we have the lounge. This is the biggest room of the three. So here I have like laptop, second monitor, keyboard, stationery, my TV, and like my 3 sets of drawers down there. Out there is the veranda, which I'm not going to show you because my laundry's out there and I don't know, the internet's a weird place. I don't want people seeing my underwear, but there's the veranda there. That's where I dry my laundry. That's where I store my clothes horses, and my suitcase is stored out there. That's also where the hot water boiler is. Here, sofa with my motorcycle gear. Have a cute little light in the corner, which like when I turn that on when it's like dark, it's cute. The vibes are great. Only downside I've noticed of this place so far is the side rooms do get a bit dark. Because, I mean, it looks bright here, but it's actually not terribly bright because I do have buildings on either side. So if we come through to here, the last room, this is like the, I don't know, storage / wardrobe. So I had to buy this and assemble this because my last place had built-in closets, as you could probably see from the previous segment. And my current place didn't have that. So I had to build this and assemble this. It's good. It costs like, I think it was like $60, 60,000 won-ish. Yeah, it was good. And then I bought some big plastic containers to store stuff in. So like all my winter stuff is stored down there. We have like extra blankets and stuff up there. And over here we have like just like my drawers for like underwear, socks, towels, like stuff like that. And then my bookcase with all my stuff, including my Evangelion Gundam down there. But yeah, that's my apartment. It's cute. It's really nice. Only downside is it does get a bit dark because if I turn off this light, it's a bit dark and it's only like 10:30 a.m. So